Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will be presenting my presentations about derivational and inflectional morphemes. What is derivational morpheme? Oh, before we started the presentations, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Dio Fathan and my name or SID is 33230102. So, what is derivational morphemes? Derivational morphemes are the affixes added to a base or root word to create a new word with a different meaning or grammatical category. Based on Bauer, 1983, described a derivational morpheme as somewhat the opposite of inflection. Derivation is a morphological process that creates new lexeme. So, we move to the example of derivational morphemes. The first one is best first derivational. Lead verb plus R suffix. Final word is leader. Explanation becomes a noun, which is person who leads. 2. Hospital, noun plus is suffix. Hospitalized. To make a verb, it means to do something to or provide a service related to that noun, as in hospitalized. 3. Bore, verb plus ing suffix becomes boring. Boring, to make an adjective, it means having the quality that causes the actions or effect, as in boring. 4. Glorify, noun plus ify suffix. Glorify, to make a verb, it means to give something that quality, as in glorified, or to make something glorious. 5. Usual, adjective plus ly suffix. Usually, to make an adverb, usually is an adverb. It means in the way or to the extent that the adjective describes, as in usually. This is the most common suffix for making adverbs in English, with added ly, suffix ly at the end. We move to the inflectional morpheme. What is inflectional morpheme? Inflectional morpheme is added to a word to indicate grammatical information, such as tense, number, possessions, or comparison, without changing its core meaning or part or space. This is the reverse of the derivational. Derivational changing the meaning, but inflectional, it doesn't change the meaning, but it just for indicate grammatical information. According to Fromkin, in her book entitled An Introduction to Language in 1974, there are 8 inflectional morphemes. First, s, indicating plural, adding at the end of the nouns. For example, students, books, or etc. ed, indicating past tense, like walked, what is studied, and etc. 3. Ing, indicated present participle continuous tense for working, walking, drinking, studying, and etc. 4. En, indicating past participle perfect tense or passive voice. Broken, what is eaten, what is etc. And s, indicating third person singular present tense. This is works. This is usually added in verb 1. It indicates the present tense in third person singular. And 6, apostrophe s, indicating possessive, usually with noun. For example, Dio's book, Sarah's book, or etc. Er, indicating comparative degree. It means compared to items, using this with one syllable adjective. Calmer, what is it? Stronger, no, etc. Est, indicating superlative, to show that it is the best among 3 or more things. The highest, the longest, the smartest in this class, and etc. So yeah, that is the end of the part 1. Oh, I forgot to mention that we have a part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is about derivational and inflectional morphemes. Part 2 is a case study. So we have a case 1. For example, case during an interview, a non-native speaker say, "I unlike going to crowded places, but my friend likes them." What to do? First is identify all morpheme in the sentence and classify its free or bound morpheme. For the sentence, "I unlike going to crowded places, but my friends likes them." So we need to classify what is free and bound morpheme here. So in the free morpheme, there is "I like go to crowd place, but my friends like them." That is a free morpheme. We move to the bound morpheme. The bound morpheme is they are un, ing. Un is derivational, ing is inflectional, ed inflectional, s indicating plural or inflectional. S also inflectional means present tense verb to present singular. Explain how the prefix "un" and the suffix "s" modify meaning and grammatical functions. In the affix "un", it means unlike. The prefix "un" in "unlike" means not or to reverse something. With verbs, it shows the opposite action. Example, other example for is tie becomes untie. With adjective, it gives the opposite meaning. Happy, unhappy. So modification grammatical function attaching "on" to the verb like tries. Verb like tries to invent a new word, unlike, as if it could mean to undo liking. But unlike here is grammatically wrong. It's supposed to be dislike with prefix dis. Move to the affix is "s." It doesn't change the actual meaning of the verb like. It marks the present tense for a present singular subject. It shows that the subject, my friend, and the verb likes agree in the simple present tense, serving a grammatical function for correct sentence structure. My explanations based on a morphological theories based on George Yule in his book The Study of Language 2006. Derivational morphemes are part of bond morphemes that make new words or words of different grammatical category from the stem. Or inflectional morphemes are not used to produce new words in the language, but rather to indicate aspect of the grammatical function of a word, which is plural or singular, past tense or not, or comparative or possessive form. 2. Based on Rochelle Lieber in the book Morphology and Lexical Semantics, 2004. Free morphemes are morphemes that can be used on their own as words, for example, book, run, and joyful. 2. Bound morpheme are those that cannot exist on their own and must be coupled to other morphemes, for example, prefixes such as and prefixes and pre, suffixes such as ing and ed. So we move to the case 2. A local English magazine editor confuses the following pairs: manage, management, talk, talking, hope, hopeful, play, played. The editor asks you linguist is insight to explain how these words pairs differ in their morphological process. So what to do? First, classifications of morphemes, whether inflectional or derivational. In the word manage, at its affix "man", it becomes derivational. It is a derivational morpheme. Talk, affix "ing", becomes inflectional morpheme. Hope plus full is a derivational morpheme because it changed the meaning. Play to ed in inflectional, it indicate a past tense. Move to the number 2. Explanations of differences in morphological process. So in the derivational morpheme, in manage to management, does it change the word class? Yes. Verb to noun. So meaning changes. The core meaning changes from the action managed to the result or process of the action's management. Grammatical function. The new word management can function as a subject or object in a sentence. What about in the word hopeful? Does it change the word class? Yes, noun to adjective. Meaning change. The core meaning changes from the concept hope to the quality or of possessing that concept, hopeful. In the grammatical function, the new word hopeful can function as a modifier for a noun. So that is for derivational morpheme. Move to the inflectional morphemes. Talked to talking. Does it change the word class? No. Remains a verb from present participle. Still the same. Verb. Talk is a verb. Talking is also the verb. Meaning change. The core accent talk remain the same, as I said it before. Grammatical function. The suffix ing serve a purely syntactic role, making the progressive aspect. Example is talking, or another example is drinking, is studying. In word played, does it change the word class? No. Remains a verb from the past tense. Meaning change. The core action play remains the same, but in the past tense. Grammatical function. The suffix ed serve a purely syntactic role. Same as the suffix ing is for a syntactic role marking actions or occurring in the past tense. So we move to what to do number 3. Derivational sequence using 3 structures. Here are the photos. There are 2 photos of the 3 structures. First is management. Management is a noun, but what makes management is a noun? Because there is verb manage, adding suffix ment at the end, it becomes a noun. Number 2, hopeful. What makes it hopeful or adjective? Because there is a noun, which is hope, and suffix full at the end, and compared together becomes an adjective. Move to the number 4, morphology certification. So my explanation based on according to Gerd Boyd 2006. Inflectional and derivational. Inflectional is a morphological process that doesn't change the word class or part of speech and doesn't create a new lexeme, whereas derivational can change word class and thus produce a new lexeme. From the book Understanding Morphology, Martin Haspelman and Andrea D. Sims 2010, we have derivational morphemes are added to forms to create separate words. Er is a derivational suffix whose addition turns a verb to a noun. This principle justifies our classifications. In management and hopeful, the affixes change class and meaning. Derivational. In talking and played, the affix is my grammatical form, tense aspect, or progressive without change class. So yeah, that is for the case 2, guys. So we move to the case 3. So a student claims that when is the past tense of go because of the ET rule. You asked to evaluate this statement. So what to do? Went as the past tense of go. So task number 1. Why when is not formed by ED rule? So when cannot be explained by the regular ED rule because its form is completely different from go. There is no affixation go plus ED. Good. It doesn't same with when. Historically, when came from when. Old English means to go. Thus, it is irregular and not produced by regular morphological rules. 2. Definitions of suppletion and example. One type of lexeme, normally and inflected forms, is filled by a different stem instead of the normal stem plus an affix. This is called suppletion or suppletive morphology. Example: to second, little to less to least, much or many, more and most. This is all different. Number 3 is suppletion in the mental lexical. My explanation: suppletive forms are stored in the mental lexicon as separate but linked in entries, not created by rule. Unlike walk plus ed, walked, the brain rectifies when directly as the past of go. 4. Theoretical evidence. So, according to Fazolinova 2006, suppletion is infer paradigm, the process by which regular semantic and or grammatical relationships are recorded by formal patterns that are hard to predict. It usually called suppletion. She also gave the example go to when as an example. So that is explained why go and when is different form, because it is a suppletion, whereas pattern that are hard to predict. Guys, so we move to case 4. So you encounter these expressions in a student's essay: greenhouse effect, 2 blackboard, 3 smartphones, and 4 pickpocket. So what to do? Compound word analysis. So what to do is morphemic decomposition in word green, house, and effect. What is the type? Endocentric or eccentric? It is endocentric. The main head is effect, meaning formation, head or modifier. The main meaning is the effect from effect modified by the greenhouse. This means it is an effect related to a greenhouse, the greenhouse effect. Where is the stress pattern and the meaning? Stress on word green, greenhouse. Stress on the first element shows it is a compound noun. So this is supported by theory based on Plaque 2003. Word formation in English. Endocentric compounds have an internal head and determining category and meaning. Move to the word blackboard. Type of, what is the type? It is endocentric. So the head of this word is board, meaning formation, meaning derived from the head board, a type of board that is black. Stress pattern. Stress on the word black, blackboard, compound. This is also supported by theory from Bauer 1983 in English word formation. Stress on first element signal compounds, second phrase. So in the word smartphone, what is the type? It's endocentric. So head is a phone. So the head of this word is a phone. So what is the meaning information? The head phone carries the main meaning modified by smart or intelligent or advanced, means a type of phone. So where's the stress pattern and meaning? Oh, the stress on the word smart, smartphone. It is a compound noun. Stress pattern marks lexical unity. So based on Lieber 2009 in book Introduction Linguistic Morphology, compounds usually have main stress on the first element. Next word is pickpocket. So what is the type of pickpocket? Is it type endocentric or eccentric? Oh, this is exocentric, no internal head. So what is the meaning formation? Meaning not from head or modifier directly. It refers to a person or agent who picks pocket. The compound as a whole names something outside its parts. Stress pattern, stress on the word pick. Primary stress still on first element, but meaning not predictable from parts. This is also the support theory by Katamba 1993 in book Morphology. Exocentric compounds have meanings not transparently derived from either constituent. Oh, that is the end of the case 4. We move to the case 5. This is the end of the case. Analyze the word unbelievableness. Okay, so what to do is 1. To word analysis unbelievable. So identify and classify morphemes in word unbelievableness. The word unbelievableness consists of four morphemes, which is un is a prefix, bound, derivational, adds negative meanings. 2. Belief is a root or base word, free morpheme, lexical, core meaning. Able, suffix, is a bound morpheme, which is derivational, forms adjective meaning, able to be believed. 4. Ness, suffix, bound, morphemes, which is derivational, forms noun meaning, state of quality of something. Morphological tree diagram. So this is unbelievableness is a noun, but what makes it a noun? Because there is an adjective unbelievable. But unbelievable is also can be brands also. In what believable is also an adjective. So there is a adjective in this word, unbelievable and believable. So yeah, what makes it believable is an adjective because there is belief for belief and a added suffix able, so becomes compared together becomes adjective. But unbelievable also an adjective because added prefix unbelievable is also an adjective. But what if we add ness at the end? Unbelievableness, does it still an adjective? No, because there is suffix ness. Suffix ness is usually makes a noun. So yeah, so unbelievable added ness compared together, it becomes a noun. So that is the morphological tree diagram for word unbelievableness. Move 3. Interactions of derivational and inflectional process. Explanations. All morphemes in unbelievableness are derivational. There is no inflectional morphemes here. The word shows layer derivation. One belief, verb. Belief is a verb. Becomes adjective, believable. Means its ability, meaning. 2. Unbelievable is also adjective. Adds negative meaning, un. 3. Unbelievableness, noun, which adds state of quality, meaningness. The process demonstrates hierarchical morphology, where each affix attached according to grammatical category rules. This is based on Clark 2003. So theoretical supports. So my explanation based on theory, which is from Black, Ingo, from 2003 in word formation in English, Cambridge up, explains that derivational morphology builds new lexeme by changing word, class, verb, adjective to noun, verb to adjective and to noun, from verb to noun, from verb to adjective and stuff. Each affix attaches to a specific syntactic category. 2. From Katamba to 1993. Morphology notes that book Morphology notes that derivational morpheme like and, able, and ness add semantic content and can occur in multiple layers within one word. Yeah, that is the end of the case, guys. So I hope you guys understand what I am trying to say or trying to present my material. So yeah, I think that is for me. So thank you so much for watching this video for the explanations, and I hope you guys understand what the means of my presentation. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.